What's going on, people? Jada Black here, back with another video. Shout out to everybody that is tuning in. I want to talk about this premium Snapchat audit that is going on. Apparently, is a thing where you can report a female who has a premium Snapchat account, and when you do, you can get 10 to 20% of what is owed to the government. And the IRS is going to begin doing this, and they're doing this because these accounts are being reported. Now, I've been looking at some things, I'm still looking at some things now, about they're blaming incels. You know, even though if you look at it, incels are the main ones keeping money in these women's purses or bra straps, okay? Now, the thing is that these females have these premium Snapchat accounts, right? Where they're offering to do this, that, and the third for some amount of money. I mean, when you're on a social media site, literally thotting yourself out for money, eventually people are going to find out what you're doing, and they're going to say, oh, Snapchat, you're offering premium Snapchats? We didn't know that. We're not taxing that. And this could be what it is. Now, this story could actually be a hoax, but it could be some truth to this. I've been looking, haven't really found any solidified articles. I'm going to continue to look, may have to do a follow-up. But this is my thought on it, because I've seen a couple videos on it, and I'm looking at the reactions from this. And you got females warning the females who have premium accounts. Let's see. One tweet from a female says, attention all SWs. If you have Snapchat, Venmo, Cash App, etc. on your profile, take it out and delete it. Incels are reporting y'all to the IRS. Please be careful. We need to look out for one another. Another tweet said, the IRS incels canceling slurs. I was gonna say other thing. I'm gonna say slurs. Who reported my premium Snapchat to the IRS? I'm being effing audited. Another tweet says, sex workers having a premium Snapchat is a job, gets audited by the IRS. Sex workers are looking crazy and are upset. Let me tell y'all something. Let's tell you some real shit. The dudes who are actually keeping money in these women's pockets, the dudes who are donating to women on these gaming channels, because there's a gamer that went off about the attention-seeking Thizzots on Twitch who are getting a ton of donations from guys. Those are the same type of guys who will put money into these premium Snapchats. I want people to understand this, okay? Because you do have women who have went into male spaces in order to gain money from men. Now with premium Snapchat, all these women do is promote their premium Snapchats on their IGs for the most part, or Twitters, and dudes will go and they'll sign up. But you see, when you're offering sex work, okay, which is what premium Snapchats are, eventually, you know, the government is going to be looking at it closely, and they're going to be wondering what's going on. And they may want their cut, especially if Snapchat isn't taxing any of the money that they're getting via Snapchat. Even though you're not paying the money directly to Snapchat, you know, you're paying it via other apps, you know, as far as money is concerned. But I will say this, though. They're blaming it on incels. And this is why I don't think it's incels, because I think it could be dudes who are just cheap. Dudes who may have gotten kicked off of a premium Snapchat or two who are reporting. That's who it could be. Because for the most part, I don't think incels, if people want to blame this on incels, they are the guys who are paying these women. They are the guys who are donating to these women's Twitch channels, okay? Who are subscribing to them, who are part of the reason they have a huge following, okay? Who do these women think are going to support them? So to then blame incels, because this could be a way to sort of smear incels, even though I'm not the biggest in support of incels out there. You know, I think that the whole mindset of an incel is backwards thinking. I think that you need to think forward. Stop thinking about getting a woman and instead, you know, put yourself in a position So a woman will want to come in your direction and give you play. I think some of these guys get the wrong advice. You know, not everything is about getting a woman. It's about putting yourself in a position to where women will come to you. Because there's no better feeling than getting chose by women, you know? But I will say this, though. There's a reason why dating coaches have become popular, very popular. Because you have a lot of guys who are paying for porn, who are paying for these premium Snapchat accounts, who are donating to these women because they get a fulfillment out of giving these women money to get a second of recognition from the type of females that they would want to date, that they would want to, you know, sleep with, you know. And now I think that's starting to backfire a bit, you know. It's starting to backfire. These women have enjoyed taking money from dudes who can't get none. And now things have changed, and you got certain guys that are saying, you know what, no more. I'm not going to support you, because maybe the fantasy is gone. Maybe these guys are waking up. Maybe these guys are becoming more mature. I don't know. But this whole thing, to me, you have to look at this for what it is. This could be a situation that maybe Snapchat wants to distance themselves from what is going on, which is what I'm thinking, because you already have Instagram, and you already have women on Instagram who are basically thotting themselves out for money. They're not being blatant about it. This is why these females get their pages taken down, because they get caught selling themselves on IG. And all they'll do is just start new pages, and they'll move everything over to other websites like Tumblr. I believe Tumblr had to clean house, because Tumblr was allowing these women to basically put themselves out there and sell themselves on social media. Tumblr was doing that, and Tumblr said, you know what, we got to clean house, and I think that's what they were doing. Snapchat, to me, could be doing the same thing. I think that Snapchat says, you know what, they're gonna let everybody else do the work for them, and we need to run these particular females out of here because they're making us look bad. And they are. You don't want to be known as the social media site that women use to make money from showing themselves out, showing themselves, you know, nude or doing sexual things, you know. And this could be a situation where that Snapchat themselves is doing this in order to separate themselves from the foolishness that is premium Snapchat. Because this is because why would the government get involved? They could be self-reporting. It might not even be incels. It might not even be the disgruntled users, because a lot of these guys, man, these guys just want to see women nude, man. They're not going to report. What they get out of reporting? Yeah, you got some guys bragging about it. You got women who are going on social media claiming that their pages are being, or their Snapchats are being reported by certain dudes. This could be Snapchat cleaning house. Just like Tumblr reportedly is cleaning house, it could be the same thing with Snapchat. Snapchat could have seen what was going on their platform and say, you know what, no more of this. We need to change what is going on before we gain a reputation, just like Tumblr have, even though Tumblr let it go for a long time, for being a place for thizzottery, okay, for females to make money off of doing just, non-family friendly. Because if you look at Snapchat and hold it, it's something that is, you will deem, PG-13, family friendly, not, premium X-rated, even though you have to add people, I believe, in order to see their nudes or whatever. But they don't want that reputation. And this could be a situation where Snapchat is cleaning house. I just don't believe that we can just blame it on incels, even though, people are trying to demonize incels. I as much as I may disagree with what incels do, I'm not going to demonize them. This just could be a way to demonize, just like they're demonizing MGTOW. They could be trying to demonize incels, but that's not, it's not an ideology. It's a lifestyle. It's how they feel about each other. But I just think that a lot of these females have gotten away with this for a long time as far as showing their bodies. Now, because the fact that I believe Snapchat is cleaning house. Now, you may have some reporting here and there, but I just don't believe these guys. A lot of these guys are blue pill simps. A lot of these guys are the types that go pay women to sleep with them. They're not gonna report. I just don't believe that. You know, some of you may believe that these guys are actually taking the time out of their day to report the same women they have paid to watch. I just cannot believe that. You know, I just believe that Snapchat just said to themselves, something has to change. Because why would this story be out here like this? Why would this story have gained so much steam? Because you cannot just report a bunch of accounts at one time and get them removed that quickly. Okay, that's something that particular site would have had to okay and do. Because have you any of you really heard of a Snapchat getting pulled? Like, seriously. But I'm telling you right now, man, these chicks are becoming more and more blatant with their thought behavior. Look at Instagram, okay? When they say it all goes down in the DMs, it really all goes down in the DMs.